Across the South Coast, live from Solent University, you're listening to Solent Sports News.
Good afternoon, it's 3 o'clock. I'm Sam Fryer and these are your Solent Sports News headlines. We begin with cricket, where England face India in their third match of a 5-game series. They currently trail 2-0, however go into this match with an unchanged team. Their opponents make one change, with Shami replacing Singh. India won the toss and chose to bowl first. Our reporter Shay Lucas joins us live.
Yeah, as you say, India chose to bowl first and it looks like they have made the correct decision. England are 164 for 9 with just 4 balls remaining in their innings. England losing quick wickets early on has really slowed down their run rate and they'll be hoping that their attack can help redeem them in the second half of the match.
Some breaking news now. Steve Borthwick has named his Six Nations team to face Ireland on Saturday, with twins Tom and Ben Curry starting together for England for the first time. Maro Itoje will captain England for the very first time, with Ellis Genge supporting him as vice-captain. Caden Murley will make his debut on the left wing. More breaking news, and Arsenal have appealed Miles Lewis-Skelly's red card that he received on Saturday during Arsenal's 1-0 win over Wolves. Michael Oliver sent off the 18-year-old and has received huge backlash since. Former Arsenal striker Alan Smith believes the decision to send the youngster off was wrong, but believes Michael Oliver should not have received the abuse.
I don't think it's the worst refereeing decision we've ever seen. I think it was the wrong one. It's caused a heck of a stink, hasn't it? Probably more than a stink that it should have. Certainly the abuse that Michael Oliver has received is absolutely disgusting.
Continuing with Arsenal, our reporter Evan Roberts speaks on the Lewis-Skelly incident.
Hello and welcome back to the podcast. Today I am joined by Sam and Melvin as usual, and our guest in the studio today is Mark, former Arsenal Academy player. Mark, we'd just like to get your thoughts on the red card for Miles Lewis-Skelly this weekend in the Arsenal-Wolves game, because obviously there's a lot of controversy surrounding the decision.
Yeah, I mean in terms of...
Sorry about that. That was the whole podcast about to play. You can listen to it where you get your podcast on your iPhone or Android device. David Coote is back in the news, and our reporter Ben Kilminster has more information on his situation.
Yesterday evening, ex-Premier League referee David Coote came out as gay in an exclusive interview with The Sun. This was Coote's first interview since he was sacked by the PGMOL in December after videos of him circulated online. At the start of the interview, he apologised for the video of him calling ex-Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp a German C-word. And when asked if he knew he was being recorded, he said that he wasn't sober, but did know about the video. Geraint Hughes shared his opinion.
The first things first, anyone who is hiding anything about their personality, sexuality or otherwise, to do it in such a public manner takes some bravery as well. So I think we have to take this on face value. This is not an excuse for what happened, because let's not forget, he lost his job. He was fired over his actions. He's making no excuses for those actions, and he fully apologises for those. And his actions led to that, and to those are the consequences. But it is an explanation.
It's been a difficult time for Coote, who also had a video of him doing drugs at the 2024 Euros in Germany that got released by The Sun a day after the Klopp video. Former England defender Michael Dawson shared his thoughts.
He almost wore a mask. And that mask he had to wear during matches because he felt unconfident to come out. He's obviously in a far, far better place. And he looks a better person. And hopefully that will give him the drive to go forward as that.
In this day and age where social media is so big in the industry, it begs the question whether players or referees would be willing to come out as gay following David Coote's interview. I asked former referee John May his opinions.
Who knows? Again, that's people's prerogative, and David Coote only decided to come out once he'd given up, or referee had given him up. To be honest, I don't think he'd have come out if he was still an active referee. He might have done. Who knows? But again, that's people's prerogative, and it's a difficult question to answer. There's only ever been a small handful of professional players who have come out, and you have to ask why. There's any number of gay players at the moment. You have to ask a question as to why they don't want to come out.
Southampton owner Dragan Solak spoke to TalkSport regarding his future plans for the Saints. Josh Richardson reports.
Southampton currently sit rock bottom of the Premier League with only 6 points after 23 games.
Ivan Djuric was recently appointed manager, but he has had a difficult start since replacing Russell Martin with only one win, which came in the FA Cup against Swansea City. Southampton owner Dragan Solak spoke to TalkSport about what the future holds for Saints.
I think there are many reasons. When we were preparing for this season, we tried to keep the system, and obviously we had the manager who got us promoted. We were playing possession football. We tried to create a team that could be competitive in Premier League. We didn't get there. In Russell's defense, I think he started pretty well. Very unlucky at the first game against the same opponent as tonight. Quite a few points lost without reason. And then I guess, when you get into this kind of deficit, you start to improvise. And then I guess it didn't go well.
Regarding Solak's interview, I spoke with Southampton Daily Echo journalist Alfie House, who gave his opinions on the positives the interview has given the Saints. Here is what he had to say.
I think it's a positive when the leadership comes out and talks. We've asked the Daily Echo to speak to the guys who are making decisions a couple of times this season, and I appreciate it's difficult to do, and it's not always an easy win, but fans want to hear what's going on. They want to hear what they're thinking. They want to hear about a plan, and particularly in a season like Southampton have had, losing so many games, potentially going down, more than likely.
Furthermore, I asked Alfie House if relegation for Southampton will impact summer investment from Solak. This is what he had to say.
It'll impact it in the sense that, if you go down from the Premier League, you lose 100 million plus immediately in TV rights and revenue. So the way that you operate in the market is going to be totally different. Players like Aaron Ramsdale, Matty Fernandes, guys like that, they're going to be of interest to Premier League clubs and they could leave.
In the interview, Solak mentioned Ivan Djuric will still be the manager of Saints next season. I asked Alfie what he makes of the decision. This is what he had to say.
I think it's necessary in terms of stability and clarity. My only reservation is that there's a long way between now and the end of May. And I think Ivan, I like Ivan personally. I like working with him. I think he's an experienced manager, and he's, for the Championship, he'd be a good option.
Now to our reporter Ewan, who's at St Mary's to tell us more about Saints' transfer business. Apologies, a slight technical difficulty there. We spoke to Southampton fans about their thoughts on Tyler Dibbling.
He was leaving, but obviously he's a huge talent at the club, and if he goes, then the attacking outlets will an opportunity. It's not great for the club if a young talent like him leaves.
You get quite a big transfer fee for him, so if you get a big offer, you'd be good to get some money for the club.
I don't think it's going to happen, but if the money's there, it's business.
But I'd probably say it's for the best. I think I did see this week that they want like 55 mil for him, but obviously I think Southampton are definitely getting relegated. So, but I think it's the only thing that could actually probably keep them up.
We'll try Ewan one more time.
Hello, I'm live from St Mary's Stadium, and Southampton's misery looks to continue as reports suggest that they could lose Tyler Dibbling this January. Many Premier League clubs and teams around Europe are interested, but Tottenham are the closest to making any advancements for the 18-year-old. It's been suggested that Spurs could sign him this January, but then send him back on loan to the South Coast. A fee is currently unknown, but Southampton will want more than the 55 million they recouped for Romeo Lavia 2 summers ago. In terms of other transfer business for the Saints, it looks like there will be more outgoings than incomings. Carl Walker-Peters could be on his way out as he has just 6 months left in his contract, and Galatasaray have already bidded for the right back. As well as this, the Saints are looking for loans for goalkeeper Gabor Bazunu after being out for a year with an ACL injury, and Sam Amo Amoya.
Thanks, Ewan. Now to the blue side of Hampshire, where our reporter Jack Todd previews tonight's all-important fixture.
Portsmouth play Millwall tonight at Fratton Park in the Championship. They sit 21st in the table, 2 points above the drop zone, with only 2 wins in their last 5 games, losing 3 of those, with their last match being a 5-1 loss away at West Brom. Their opponents Millwall sit 16th in the table, with only 1 win in their last 5 games. Their last win was in their last game, a 1-0 win away at Kenilworth Road against Luton. Portsmouth are expected to get a result tonight as they're the home team, with another loss leaving them hanging in the balance in the relegation fight. Portsmouth manager John Musinho talks about the importance of fan support and how they wish to repay them with better results moving forward.
There's no other side in the country that would get that. I think that there's a lot of, there's a lot of conscientious supporters there that know what we're trying to achieve, and they've seen the home performances, and they're sticking with us, which is great. I think I honestly thought that would run out with.
Mousinho made it clear ahead of tonight's game that staying positive for the match against Millwall was the key to a result.
We sort of need to be very, very positive going into Tuesday. I think as we have been going into the home games, so positive going into Tuesday, knowing that we've got that capability of whatever's going on at Fratton Park at the moment, we can go and put teams under a huge amount of pressure. So I think just take all those positives into Tuesday, into Saturday.
This fixture has historically always favoured Portsmouth, however, with them only losing 2 of their last 19 home games against Millwall, with Millwall also having only won 2 of their last 11 Championship away games at newly promoted opposition.
In netball, the Weston Park Blades, who play in the Premier Division, are leading the way in media presence as their games are streamed to the nation via Sonar Events and Netball England. Our reporter Owen Bolger went to their most recent game to find out just how much of an impact it's having on the club.
It's amateur netball at the highest level, and it's finally accessible globally. Weston Park Blades are in a title battle in the Premier Division 1, fuelled on further by their dominant 56-42 win against Eagles on Sunday. The fans have been travelling in their numbers to support the Blades and roaring them up the table with 3 wins in 4. Their impact is certainly felt on the court too for Blades player Ashley Decker, who was absolutely beaming.
Just so good for everyone to come and see, especially out of all the girls throughout all the age groups throughout Blades. It's just really lovely to come and see and support.
What's it been like for you to see the change in the broadcasting? Of course, you can now watch the games anywhere in England.
Yeah, it's amazing. When I sort of joined, over 10 years ago now, it was just, you can only see if you went. So the fact that people can watch now and comment from anywhere is brilliant, especially people that, really want to follow us and watch us but can't quite make it. It just really changes that and just really helps get it out there, which is great.
In 2023, the Netball World Cup amassed 42 million viewers. It's a sport on the rise, and it's starting to get the coverage worthy of its skill. It's live streamed on Netball England for every Premier Division game to be watched worldwide.
I'm Jerry Merrill, I'm the courtside announcer for Weston Park Blades. I know after the first game that Sonar streamed, there was feedback from England Netball saying what fantastic quality it was. It was the best quality stream that there was from any of the Premier teams, and all of the teams have to stream the game. So it's a really great compliment coming right from the top.
Club president Sarah Wakeman is thrilled with the platform coverage has given them.
England Netballs, as a governing body, are very much behind Weston Park Blades. It's massive for us. It's the biggest thing to happen in our recent club history, and it signifies a big step up for us in the professionalism with which we host our National Premier League home matches.
The highest played sport by women in the UK, and now bringing in the viewers too, netball might finally be starting to receive the media respect it deserves. Owen Bolger, Solent Sports News.
Now to basketball, where Jimmy Butler has been indefinitely suspended by Miami Heat after a continued pattern of disregard of team rules. The 6-time NBA All-Star had already been suspended by his team twice this month for disciplinary issues, ruling him out of 9 matches. Butler walked out of team training on Friday and has now been suspended again without pay. In golf, Rory McIlroy has admitted he has just 3 burning ambitions left in his career. A victory at the Masters is the title he craves the most, as he has been chasing the coveted green jacket for well over a decade. An away Ryder Cup triumph and Olympic glory are the 2 remaining achievements that complete the Trinity. That's all from us today. Remember, you can keep up to date 24 hours a day on our website, which is solentsportsnews.com.